hello to my outstanding Prep 1 students. Under the supervision of the Ministry of Education, we start our lesson today. So today we're having a general exercise. We'll be revising on units 1 to 6. The first part we're going to revise on is listening. So before we listen, take a look at those pictures. We have A, B, and C. We have 2 pictures in each letter. So you need to listen to the dialogue and check the decorations that Penny chooses. So this is like a catalog that Penny is going to choose from. And what you need to do is just to check on the thing she does choose or that she chooses. So, ready? Let's start listening.
Exercises. Listening. Page 84. Exercise 1. Listen to the dialogue. Check the decorations that Penny chooses.
Hi, Penny. What are you doing?
I'm choosing decorations for my wedding.
How exciting!
Yes, it is. I want all the decorations to be environmentally friendly.
That's cool. Can you show me some?
Sure, no problem. Here are the paper lanterns. We'll use these instead of balloons, which are made of plastic. And this is confetti made of lots of small dried flowers.
It looks beautiful. What about these glass jars?
They're for candles. The jars contained food, so we washed them and put a ribbon around them. We'll put a small candle inside each jar and put them on the tables during the wedding meal.
That's a great way to reuse them. What about your invitations?
Those will be digital, of course. We'll email them to the guests.
Okay, so now after we have listened to the dialogue, let's see. So Penny did choose picture number 2. And for the garden here, she's using also picture number 2. And for the balloons, she'll be using the purple ones here. So it's picture number 1. Check your answers. Now, let's see. You need to listen again and complete the sentences with the words from the dialogue. So, take a minute to listen again, and let's start answering these questions.
Exercises. Listening. Page 84. Exercise 1. Listen to the dialogue. Check the decorations that Penny chooses.
Hi, Penny. What are you doing?
I'm choosing decorations for my wedding.
How exciting!
Yes, it is. I want all the decorations to be environmentally friendly.
That's cool. Can you show me some?
Sure, no problem. Here are the paper lanterns. We'll use these instead of balloons, which are made of plastic. And this is confetti made of lots of small dried flowers.
It looks beautiful. What about these glass jars?
They're for candles. The jars contained food, so we washed them and put a ribbon around them. We'll put a small candle inside each jar and put them on the tables during the wedding meal.
That's a great way to reuse them. What about your invitations?
Those will be digital, of course. We'll email them to the guests.
So now, after we have listened again, we're going to answer the following questions. The decorations are all environmentally what? Which expression did she use? Friendly. The decorations are all environmentally friendly. The tiny pieces of colorful decorations are made of small dried, try to remember, flowers. The tiny pieces of colorful decorations are made of small dried flowers. Mara thinks the tiny pieces of decorations look, did she say they look ugly or beautiful? So Mara thinks the tiny pieces of decorations look beautiful. And number 4, the glass jars contained. Try to remember what was inside the glass jars. Food. So the glass jars contained food. Perfect. Number 5, Penny's invitation will be digital. So it's environmentally friendly, so she's not going to waste paper. She will just send digital invitations. So Penny's invitations will be digital. So now, after we're done with the listening part, we're moving to the speaking part. Here, we have 3 pictures. Take a look at them and try to think of the activities in them. So, try to answer the question, which is, what is the most important activity someone can do in their free time? So, for example, the first thing we have is cycling, writing a journal, helping in the community. You can help in the community garden, or you can help in the community by teaching people how to read and write. You can write a journal yourself, or you can go cycling or do other sports. So those are some activities you can do in your free time that are actually useful and helpful. So here we have student A says, I take regular exercise every day and I spend time with my parents every Friday. That's how they spend their free time. Student B would say, I help in the community on weekends and I write short stories. So that's their way of spending their free time. Try to think about yours. You can use the sentences here and just change the activity that you do. So for example, I like to go swimming on weekends. What about you? What do you like to do in your free time? Now, after you're done with the speaking part, we're going to move to the reading part. We need to complete the information with the words from the box. The words in the box are accept, cyberbullying, hackers, hide behind, nasty, post. Top tips to stay safe online. Choose a strong password with the combinations of letters and special characters. 1 can often guess passwords. So, who can often guess passwords? Accept, cyberbullying, hackers, hide behind, nasty, or post. So, if we're speaking about someone that can do something harmful like guessing the password, they are hackers. So, hackers can often guess passwords. Never personal details online or post or share anything. So, never what personal details online. Never accept, never cyberbullying, never hide behind, never nasty, never post. So here I'm speaking about an action to do to your personal details, which is post. Never post or never share personal details online or post or share anything. So never post personal details online and never share anything what? So anything accept, anything cyberbullying, anything hide behind, or anything nasty. So here we're looking for a describing word like nasty, anything bad, nasty. So never post or share anything nasty. Always be nice to others. 4. So is never good, it's always bad. Be yourself, be kind, and never a false name. So what is never good and it's always bad? And it just came after trying to be nice to everyone. What is the opposite of trying to be nice? Is to bully someone. So cyberbullying is never good. It's always bad. Be yourself, be kind, and never a false name. So why would you use a false name anyways? It's because you're hiding. So never hide behind a false name. Never friend request if you don't know the person. So if I'm okay with the friend request, I'm basically accepting it. So never accept friend requests if you don't know the person. Always ask an adult for help if you are not sure. So we have just read like an article about how to stay safe online. So we use the word accept, we use cyberbullying, we used hackers, we used hide behind, we used nasty, and we used post. Now let's read the article on how can people today get a taste of the past. Taste of the past. What do you think we're speaking about? A taste of the past. Basically here, we're speaking about something that we can taste, so it's just like food. So now let's read together. Thanks to the fertile land near the river Nile, the ancient Egyptians could grow crops and raise animals for food. They had lots of good quality ingredients and they used them to cook a surprising variety of different dishes. Bread was very popular and cheap to make. The ancient Egyptians baked it in many different ways, often adding oil, spices, or chopped vegetables to make it tastier. One kind of bread was aish baladi, which is still popular in Egypt today. However, in the past, people baked it slowly in special clay ovens, which they heated with wood fires. Today, we can bake it quickly in electric ovens. Another food that was popular in ancient Egypt was hummus. To make it, people boiled and mashed chickpeas, then mixed them with oil, garlic, and salt. In fact, there is an Egyptian recipe for hummus still used today that is nearly 1,000 years old. Some ancient Egyptians also ate meat and fish. They usually grilled meat over a fire in the same way that we make kebabs today, or roasted in the ovens. However, they didn't have fridges, so to preserve meat and fish, they dried them and covered them in salt. They made the fish dish we still know as fisik in this way. Some people still use this method today to get a real taste of the past. Now, let's answer some questions on the reading we have just read together. So, how can people today get a taste of the past? By making dishes using ancient methods. So, if I want to try to taste something from the past, something that can make me feel nostalgic, makes me feel like, oh, I remember this, my mom used to make this, my grandma used to make this. We use the recipe, or we make a dish from like the ancient times, or using the ancient method. This way you can have a taste of the past. Now read again and answer these questions. What did the ancient Egyptians add to bread? Do you remember? They added oil, spices, and chopped vegetables to make it tastier. How was aish baladi baked in the past? So did they bake it in electric ovens in the past, or slowly in special clay ovens heated with wood fires? So they baked it in a slow way in special clay ovens, and it used to be heated with wood fires. What is nearly 1,000 years old? An Egyptian recipe for hummus, and it's still used today, which means you just need to boil and mash the chopped hummus. Now read again and answer the questions. How did the ancient Egyptians cook meat? Try to remember. They grilled it over a fire or roasted in the oven. Why did the ancient Egyptians cover dried meat and fish in salt? To preserve them. So for them not to go bad, they needed to preserve them. They didn't have fridges at that time, as you remember, so they used salt as a substitute. So why did they use like salt to cover dried meat and fish? It's to preserve them because they didn't have fridges in the past. Now, moving to the language part, the grammar part. Match the sentence halves. If you like spicy food, what happens if we go to the wedding, if you grill sweet potato, if you want to write stories, if you add sugar or some sugar? Now we have A to F. So A, we can wear our new clothes. They taste delicious. Use AI. This meal is perfect. It tastes sweeter. post our personal details online. So if you like spicy food, what will you do? You can wear new clothes, they taste delicious, use AI, this meal is perfect, taste sweeter, post our personal details online. So if I'm trying to tell you about a specific meal and I want to check if you're going to like it or not, I already know that you like spicy food, so I can tell you if you like spicy food, this meal is perfect for you. You're going to love it. What happens if we can wear our new clothes, if they taste delicious, if we use AI, if this tastes sweeter, or if we post our personal details online? Which one here has a question mark? It's the last one. We have here a question word, which is what. So what happens if we post our personal details online? Now, if we go to the wedding, we can wear our new clothes, they taste delicious, we use AI, it tastes sweeter. If we go to the wedding, we can wear our new clothes. We usually wait for weddings so we can get our new clothes out. Now, if you grill sweet potatoes, what happens to them? They taste delicious, you use AI, it tastes sweeter. So sweet potatoes, if you grill them, they taste delicious. If you want to write stories, what can you use? You can use AI. So if you want to write stories, use AI. And AI stands for artificial intelligence. We took this in Unit 1. If you add some sugar, it tastes sweeter. So the more sugar you add, the more sweet it is. So the sweeter it is. Now choose the correct options in the dialogues. A. I helped my Uncle Ali or Ali's workshop during summer vacation. So I helped at my Uncle Ali's workshop, or Ali's with an apostrophe at the end, workshop during summer vacation. So how do we use it? Ali is a singular noun. It doesn't have an S at the end, so we put the apostrophe before the S. This is for this one. So I helped at my Uncle's Ali, or I helped at my Uncle Ali's workshop during summer vacation. This is for the possessive nouns. B, that's great, is his or its workshop near here. So here we're speaking about Uncle Ali. Uncle Ali is a man, so is his workshop near here? If we were speaking about workshop, you would say it. Can or can't you help me with my homework, please? So I'm trying to ask you politely for something. Will I say, can you help me with my homework, please? Or can't you help me with my homework, please? Which one? Can. So can you help me with my homework, please? Here I'm trying to be polite. Sorry, I can or can't help you just now. I'll help or helps you later. So sorry, I already said sorry, which means it's in the negative form. I can't do it. So sorry, I can't help you just now. However, I will help or helps you later. So I and well then takes the infinitive help. So I'll help you later. Question number 3. Is the new student's name Salma? So we're speaking about Salma only, not all the students, just Salma. So should I choose the one with the apostrophe, then the S, or the S, then the apostrophe? Is the new student's name Salma? The apostrophe and then S, because it's a singular noun. No, it isn't. Her or its name is Nabila. So I'm speaking about Salma and Nabila. Both of them are girls. We refer to them with her. So her name is Nabila. How often do you borrow your parents' or parents' laptop? So which one am I using? Parents here is a plural noun. It already ends in S. Do I need to put the apostrophe before the S or after the S? After the S, because it's a plural noun. It's not singular anymore here. So how often do you borrow your parents' laptop? I only borrow it or borrow them on the weekend. So am I borrowing the laptop or my parents? I'm borrowing the laptop. So I refer to the laptop with it. It's a thing. So I only borrow it on weekends. Now we need to complete the post with the past simple of the verbs and the adverbs of frequency in brackets. Ready? Let's start. Last summer, I always get up early. So, what should we do in that sentence? You have always and get up. Last summer, I always got up early because it's last summer. It's in the past tense. So, we say got up. So, I always got up early. We have often help out at a family workshop in the morning. So, often, still last summer, so often helped out. I often helped out at a family workshop in the morning. And I sometimes teach my friends how to play chess. So, teach in the past, how can we use it? Taught. So, I sometimes taught my friends how to play chess in the afternoons. In the evenings, be usually. So verb to be, how can we use it? So I was usually. Verb to be in the past with I is was. So I was usually tired, but we have always and right. The past form right, I always wrote. So the past form right is wrote. I always wrote my journal. We have never go to bed late because every day was a busy day. So go becomes went. I never went to bed late because every day was a busy day. Now for the writing part. 1. Number the features of a blog post in the correct order from 1 to 5. We have a call to action, catchy title, introduction, list of examples, question to get attention. Which one comes first? If I'm writing an article, I need to have a catchy title. Then we need question to get attention, and then we have the introduction. So we have head title or the big heading, then we have a question to grab people's attention, and then we have the introduction itself. Then list of examples, the things we're actually writing. And last, we need to call for an action. So we say call to action, call to action. Now for your tasks at home. We have 3 tasks today. Task number 1 is, you need to write a blog post about a special family event or celebration. Include the features listed in exercise 1. Write 100 to 120 words. So, you can try to check the blog post that we have in the book already in units 4 and 5 about the family event celebrations. You can speak about like birthdays, specific parties, or even Eid. So, before you start writing, let's check your understanding. So, are these sentences true or false about informal emails? You can use short forms like by the way or BTW. Yes, you can. You should start your email with dear. No, you don't have to. You can say hi, hello, and just go ahead and say whatever you needed. At the top, include the subject of your email. Yes, that's true. You always need to include the subject, whether it's formal or informal. Now for task 2. The second task is, you need to write an informal email to a friend about how you spend your free time. You need to write around 100 to 120 words. So here it's an informal email to a friend about how you spend your free time. Try to revise on the free time activities that we have learned during lesson 1 and 2. Check like the sports, the activities, for example, like helping in the community or cycling, writing a journal, and write to your friend. Don't forget the subject, the greeting, the first question to ask about how they feel, and the closure. So you say hello, then put the name, and then ask about how they feel. Give them a hint about your subject, and go ahead and tell about your free activity type or free time activity. Now let's complete the tips for writing a social media post with the words from the box. We have emojis, emphasis, hearts, joking, short, smiley, whole. Write what phrases you don't need sentences. So write short phrases, you don't need whole sentences. Use what and symbols to show how you're feeling. We use emojis and symbols to show how you're feeling. Like what faces? Smiley faces, like smiley faces. And hearts to show you like something. Use exclamation points and question marks for or to show you are. So use exclamation points or question marks for emphasis or to show you are joking. Now for the last task for the day, task 3. You need to write a social media post about a dish from your country. Write about 60 to 80 words. So this is the shortest task, just 60 to 80 words about a dish from your country. In Egypt, we have like mahshi, we have kushari, we have multiple of national dishes. Choose one to write a blog post about. And that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.